Hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right, Virgos, we're going to take a look at how do they see things, whoever they may be. Knight of Wands, someone's very passionate, but they also could be on the cusp of just trying to see, they're all about night energy. I was going to say they could be on the cusp of trying to just like run in to like try to get Virgo to give them some passion. They could also be very unstable. I feel like this person's restless. They are passionate about Virgo. They see the situation as something that they know that they should slow down, but there's all of this feeling of like uh, misplaced tension. Like they want to take action, but as far as them offering something that is long term, they know that they can't come toward Virgo unless they offer something long term. Because we do have the Judgment card. If I come into Virgo, Virgo won't let me just have hit it and quit it. Virgo won't just surrender, to me. It's got to be something bigger. It's got to be something, and I actually think that they want something more long term. They want something more serious. But first and foremost, they want to just rush in. It's almost like this person, like on down the road, wants something serious with Virgo. But right now, if they could just get a lighthearted, passionate, like they really want physical contact with Virgo, from what I can see here. They have for a long time, Seven of Pentacles. I do think that this person's really restless. I do think that they are desiring Virgo, but the idea of being with Virgo in a long-term connection, which is something that they want, they still see that as down the road. Why are you so hot and bothered by Virgo right now? Again, Knight, the Knight of Cups. All of this is Knight energy. Knights are action takers. You notice they don't come up as any kings, queens, emperors, empresses. There are 3 knights. They want Virgo to love them. They want a reassurance. Virgo, you're thinking of me, right? So this person doesn't really have anything substantial to offer Virgo right now, but they want Virgo. It's like they want to be able to just come in and get, their needs met and feel loved up by Virgo, and then they still get to walk away, but they had a reassurance that Virgo wants me. Virgo's still going to be mine later when we can do something more long term. 8 of Cups, there's this energy where they think that they're losing Virgo also. It's like they want to come in and reestablish a connection with Virgo, however transitional they may be right now, because they're feeling Virgo slipping away from them. This is somebody who knows Virgo's about to like maybe start a new relationship or completely forget about them. And they're like, Virgo can't forget about me. I still want Virgo long term. But they've been playing the Knights game. This person is not stable. This person is not offering anything significant. They haven't in a long time. In fact, I'm wondering if they got blocked out of Virgo's life. They're only halfway done with whatever it is that they need to accomplish in their own life. They are not coming in to offer Virgo anything long term yet, but that is their plan later. But they want to come back in and like stir stuff up with Virgo, like reconnect with Virgo right, because they can feel that Virgo is slipping away. They wonder if Virgo already has somebody else on their mind. They know Virgo wants and deserves long term, but they're wondering if they could come in, make a halfway's promise of the future, and that would be enough to keep Virgo tied to them. 4 of Wands. You notice a 4 of Wands should be like a card of marriage or, profound collaboration, but it's more like, if I could just come in and give Virgo a promise of someday I'm going to be your partner. Right now, I'm just going to be your lover, Virgo. Don't pick anybody else. Virgo, just stay really connected and dedicated to your career path or whatever it is that you build in your life, Virgo. But just know I'm going to be making a promise to you for later. And now maybe that'll be enough to get Virgo back on track and say, oh yes, I'm very satisfied being totally by myself, managing everything by myself while this person's not in my life yet. Why are you unable to just be in Virgo's world, since you want Virgo, but it looks like you keep saying, I can't be with Virgo yet, except for a fleeting moment? Hierophant? Are you kidding me? They either signed a contract somewhere else or they're still married elsewhere. Page of Swords in the reverse. What? Page of Swords in the reverse. This is something they don't want Virgo to get wise to. Okay, I'm sorry, this is one of those not very great messages. Ace of Cups, King of Wands. There is some kind of like, I want to give Virgo everything. I love Virgo, but I don't want Virgo to know that I have a contract elsewhere. I want them to not get wise to this. And the only way to do that is, I want to protect Virgo. They think that somehow they think that they're protecting this love, they're protecting Virgo. But I definitely think that they're not seeing this properly at all, because hiding something, trying to make sure Virgo can't figure out what's actually going on, does not seem to be, that's not what I would consider love. That sounds like pure manipulation tactic. Are you married? It's plain and simple. With that Hierophant, tell me about the Hierophant. The Moon, yeah, they're hiding. In this storyline, please remember these are fictional, but they think that they're hiding a major contract. They think Virgo doesn't know about it. I bet you that's not true. I'm sorry. I just bet that that's not the case. That feels like the wrong deck. Hang on. Let's go. My eye was caught by this one. I should always go with what I'm captured by. Virgo, what's your opinion on this? Four of Cups, and then we've got this Knight, or excuse me, the Page of Swords that is in the reverse. It's weird because Virgo's like, I know that this person has a bunch of regrets. I don't know what all their regrets are over, but they sit by their tree of life. Virgo's like, I know they chose a different path and they do regret the mistake that they've made, that they went down the wrong path, a different path. So Virgo knows something. Virgo doesn't really know. Oh man, this has been stressful. Nine of Swords, but to the Nine of Cups. Virgo has reached that point where it's like, I have been so stressed out by this person. Now I just want to be happy, honestly. They have their regrets. I don't really know what they did, but honestly, I just really want to be happy. And I got some great advice from a bartender who told me to move on and live my life and be happy. I don't know that, Virgo, are you about ready to just forget all about this person? Is that what this is? We've got the Justice card in the reverse. Yeah, I think Virgo's not taking on the perspective, at least anymore, of saying, oh, I feel like I got played, or I feel like, how come the love of my life didn't choose me, or how come they did me dirty? I think Virgo's like, maybe this all went the way it was supposed to. Maybe they're not even supposed to be my person. Maybe I've been protected and the universe has been on my side. Because this would be Virgo saying, oh my God, they've done me so wrong. It's really hard for me to let go. This is Virgo saying, I actually think that maybe I've been protected in a way that, the karmic justice is playing out the way it's supposed to. If this person isn't with me, and I don't know what the hell their real situation is, I know they regret that they're not with me. But on the other hand, whatever dirty games they played or whatever mess they've created, thank God it's not my problem. I really do think that I really just want to call them the Knight, because they came out as a knight so many times. They are spot on thinking Virgo is pretty much over this, but they still wish that they could be Virgo's person. I'm hearing that song, Damn, I Wish I Was Your Lover. Is that Sophie B. Hawkins? They wish that they could be Virgo's man, Virgo's King of Pentacles. Masculine, feminine, doesn't matter. But they have been hiding another contract that they're in, pretending that they're protecting Virgo and they're doing this all for Virgo, but then really just secretly still hoping that they can hold on to Virgo. And I think that they've been out of Virgo's world for quite a while. They're about to reemerge because they're wanting to reestablish a bond, a lover's bond with Virgo, not because they can offer anything to Virgo yet, but because they're petrified that they're about to really lose Virgo permanently. The thing is, they've never had Virgo. That it really doesn't look like they've ever really been entitled to Virgo's energy. Virgo says they're the ones who have a bunch of regrets. I don't know what the hell they did. I only know that they used to stress me out so freaking bad. And now I'm choosing a better life for myself. I think Virgo's already kind of out of the realm, but this Knight seems to be unwilling to acknowledge that they already blew it with Virgo. I think Virgo's about ready to love somebody new. We've got this Queen of Cups energy. It looks like Virgo's got a lot of love in their heart that they're ready to share. Ooh, Four of Wands sideways. Virgo's open for business. If Virgo meets somebody else, we got the Ten of Wands. We got the Ace of Wands upright. Virgo may already have somebody new on their radar, someone that they're interested in, somebody who every day they're getting a little bit more attracted to, someone who I think Virgo is letting go of this Knight. By the way, just because of that Libra energy coming off of that Justice card, and then also Scorpio coming off of the Judgment card, that Knight could have been either of those zodiacs. But I think Virgo's not only ready to, meet somebody and share their life with somebody, but I kind of think Virgo's already getting attracted to somebody new, possibly a fire sign. Ooh, yeah, possibly an Aries. This is an Emperor. Virgo could be falling for a boss, a business owner. Virgo could be starting to, by the way, I don't know why, but I just think this person could be somebody of great substance. They could be like thicker shoulders, thicker body build, somebody that Virgo's like, oh, they're like this wonderful safe mountain. They come across like somebody that I feel safe with, somebody that I can see is stable, somebody that, there's a consistency to them. Basically, they'd be the polar opposite of the way that Knight has behaved. That Knight has been lying. They've been keeping secrets all this time. They are still intending on continuing to keep secrets. They're very immature. Of course, it would make sense that Virgo's preference would be somebody who's the exact opposite of that. And an Emperor is very opposite from a Knight. This person could be someone who's already very well established in like a business, or the way they live their life, how they interact with Virgo could be very consistent. Virgo may see this person on a regular basis, and it's like, oh, I really like this individual. Two of Pentacles. It definitely feels like Virgo's on this cusp of, I'm feeling warmer toward this Emperor all the time. I don't think Virgo's actively dating this person yet. It almost feels like Virgo has seen somebody that they admire, they appreciate, and they're recognizing that's the kind of person that I would want for the long term. Am I ready to commit myself to somebody totally different? We got that Two of Wands. The one thing I'll say about this Knight, the Knight was spot on. They knew that they're losing Virgo. This is a very critical moment. This is the last split second before Virgo's gone forever. I don't even know if they could win Virgo back, didn't necessarily at all, but they are spot on with sensing that Virgo is at this moment, this pivotal moment in Virgo's life where Virgo's about to change directions, and Virgo will never be with this Knight after all. Virgo's going to pick a new lover. And Virgo knows that this is the moment where they're really about to put this Knight so far in their rearview mirror that they're not probably even going to remember this person's name anymore. Virgo's about to do like a memory wipe from that person of the past. We do have this King of Pentacles. Remember, that's who they're saying, like, I always wanted to be Virgo's King of Pentacles. I just still can't do it yet. But I have to come in and try to get with Virgo and get them to love me again. And then kind of like pretend promise that somewhere down the road I'll be Virgo's person, but then it'll just make Virgo stay single and wait for me even longer. Virgo does have this moment where they're like, I have a choice right now between, do I want an Emperor or do I want a King of Pentacles? Now, here's the reality check in this. Virgo doesn't actually have that Knight operating as a King of Pentacles yet. But Virgo is saying, if they came in and they offered me something now, they offered to be my King of Pentacles, the best case scenario, that Knight becomes a King of Pentacles and offers me that. Now that I've met an Emperor, which would I prefer? I think Virgo's going to take the Emperor. The Emperor is all four kings rolled into one. The Emperor is way much a cut above any king. And so I think any way you slice it, I think that this person is not, this Knight is never going to get a chance with Virgo. I think this is the moment where it's done. It's over. This ex who's never been there for Virgo yet, I think this is the moment where they are correct. Virgo's exiting their life for good, but they think that they might be able to rush in and maybe get a grip on Virgo again. I would say they cannot. The sun in the reverse says Virgo's not necessarily um I think this is like a bittersweet, like Virgo's realizing even if they came in now, I think it's too late. I think I'm supposed to be with somebody else. I think now that I've met an emperor, I'd rather be with someone like that. This isn't the way I thought it was going to go. This isn't what I went looking for. But I think Virgo is making this, and it could even be that Virgo is making this decision inside their heart and soul without their big brain recognizing it. You know, sometimes we make life decisions that we're not actually aware of. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is definitely a big timeline shift for Virgo. Virgo's worked alone long enough. And at this point, you know, when we're at the Eight of Pentacles, we get to the 9 and then we get to the 10. And that's where we're ready to connect with another person and really give all of our energy. So I kind of think that this is the day or the moment that Virgo puts this night in their rearview mirror. This is a big turning point for Virgo. What's going to happen with them? The knight who never took any action other than they've been trying to figure out if they could play some other like delay tactic game by coming in. Well, we have them as a King of Swords. What are they going to suddenly like try to just bust free of this knight energy? And we have the Strength card. Are they going to step in as a King of Swords all of a sudden? Three of Cups. Is this going to be too little too late? It seems like they go from, I'm a knight, I can't offer Virgo anything, I'm a knight, to all of a sudden, full-blown King of Swords, Strength card, Three of Cups, Moon, hang on. Eight of Pentacles sideways. Are they trying to tell Virgo the whole truth? Virgo, there is another person, and that's why I haven't been able to give to you yet. I have to own this. But if you wait for me, Virgo, just wait for me. Just please don't give up on me. So then we can have the 10 of Cups. Okay, they're coming in with a last-ditch effort. This King of Swords is rushing in to try to tell Virgo the whole truth and nothing but the truth and ask Virgo point blank, will you wait for me? Whoa, I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. Queen of Cups is sideways here. If anything, this might be Virgo saying that what energy could I possibly give to you when you're not actually here to offer me anything? This could also be Virgo saying, I knew that there was a secret all this time. I always knew that. And now you've revealed the whole thing. My intuition is on point. Oh, and it's over. I kind of think that although I think Virgo's going to get the ultimate closure here, I really feel like this night, man, they blew it so badly with Virgo. Night, well, I guess I'll call you a King of Swords now. What are you going to think about this? Actually, let's go to this deck. What have you got to, how are you going to digest this? Five of Swords. They're going to be like, Virgo's just really mad at me. They really are mad. They don't want to, I can understand why they'd be really mad. King of Pentacles in the Tower. Now they're willing to throw their heart, soul, body, mind, and everything they've got into, no, I can't lose Virgo now. They're going to fight to try to get Virgo. Now that they really have lost Virgo, now that they tell Virgo the truth, finally, now it's so clear. Why did I not just make everything clear? Why didn't I just pick Virgo? Why did I linger on in some secret connection? Why did I do all this? Please, can I have a new beginning, Virgo? This person is going to wind up begging. I'm sorry, Virgo's going to have to deal with them begging. Virgo says it's over. They're like, can I marry you, Virgo? All of this, all the aces, everything is so crystal clear to them. Virgo's their Empress. Virgo's their Ace of Cups. Virgo's their Ace of Pentacles. Virgo's their Ace of Swords. Virgo's the most true thing that they've ever had in their life. And yet they tried to play all these really ridiculous games. Look, I do not know why this character did all this, but all I can say is they are now, when it's too late, they're going to fight with everything they've got to try to hold on to Virgo. Good luck with that. That's all I can say. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up.